a jump to be had up behind the wheel there.
We'll have to stop it spinning first.
I'll look into that.
Let's check what was hiding under that ivy. Call on me. I can help. Wards, think you can fend for yourself?
Watch out! Spectre possession!
Take care. The place is warded. Something has me. Wards. Take care. The place is warded. Missed me?
Always. More efficient than cannon powder. Send help. Please give me strength. Dear Lord, I need you now. Please, send help. An unnecessary question, perhaps, but is everything all right?
No, I'm not all right. There are demons in the mill. This is all Haskell's fault. May his wretched soul rest in peace. His leniency brought the devil on us. Now witches will walk the land. But why are you still standing there gawking like a goose? Aren't you a banisher? I told you there are demons.
I... Tell me all about these demons and this mill.
There is a mill. It is my mill in which I mill flour to bake my bread. In the mill, there are demons sent by the evil one.
Oh, all right. No need to be an arse about it. I'll look into it.
The mill lies past the barren field and across the bridge. Whatever you can do to help, I would be grateful.
Will you be all right out here?
Will any of us be all right now our governor's gone? Lucy Barrow is dead, and demons walk. God has forsaken us.
I'll take that as a maybe. I'm sorry to learn the alewife has died.
Oh, don't be.
Are you close?
Close? Yeah, we were close. Close enough to hate each other. And before you jump to any sodding banisher conclusions, her death was not my doing. And 'twas I who found the body. I shall not miss her.
You will when the ale runs out. You really don't seem to hold her in your heart.
The baker and the alewife both need barley. We made a bargain, spit in hand and shaken on, to share the crop. But she broke the deal, went her own way, cut me out. No, I did not like her.
I should go.
As must I, to the hamlet, I think. God walk with you, banisher.
Demons and a dead alewife. Haunting case.
Haunting case.
Make a run for it!
We Highland kiss for you. Raging vandals. This kind of demons. Near was expecting an audience with Legion.
Someday, maybe.
No bread. Cottle never mentioned that. Quite the botanist. What does a baker need with all these plants?
Remember the olive bread with rosemary and sage?
I miss Rome. I miss bread. Odd times for Cottle the baker. Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
Seems Cottle was looking for a substitute for barley.
And failing. Looks like Cottle hasn't been able to do his work for quite some time.
Sack race?
You think you can outrun a ghost?
Something's here.
Hidden.
This looks like it was ripped from a herbarium. Phytolaica decandra.
Pokeweed. It's poisonous. I doubt he used it. I hope I'm right. We should go back to the Harrows and talk to him. So a baker is forced out of work, his business partner dies mysteriously, and now the baker is haunted.
That makes him unpredictable. And hysterical, evidently.
I know a lot of people who would be desperate if their work was taken away from them.
Are you talking about the infamous Banisher, Ante-Eduarte?
Be careful. I hear she has a ministry.
Get back up!
I'm right here, you know. There's an angry spectre nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Present yourself!
Trouble's about.
One less to worry about. Mr. Cotto, are you here? The oven's seen better days.
I know the feeling.
Something's here.
Hidden.
Takes dedication to sleep where you work. A lot of poverty.
My mother treated a baker once. He had the worst cough I'd ever heard. Turns out inhaling flour all day isn't good for your lungs.
Aye, and neither's poverty. Oh, it's a miserable life without bread. A key hidden behind a spectral web. Why? Anyone home? Right, well, what happened here?
There was a robbery, or someone threw a tantrum.
Despite the barley shortage, Lucy Barrow was brewing ale. Drove Perry mad. Sent him snooping after her.
Why would she not tell him? Food is as important as drink.
Do not touch that, you filthy thief! You! Who are you? What are you doing here? Wait. The Banisher McWraith? Haunted by a ghost? You must be joking.
Mistress Barrow, glad to see you, circumstances notwithstanding. This is my partner, Antea Duarte.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, but never mind that. Perry Cottle stole the key to my alehouse. You have it. I want it back.
Why would Perry Cottle have the key to your alehouse?
He wishes to steal my business, so I hid it from him. There's nothing quite like watching a grown man soil his britches over losing a bloody key. Serves him right. The barley failed. No barley means no flour. No flour means no bread. It drove him mad. It made him mean. I don't easily scare, but he scared me. And I was right. In the end, he poisoned me.
Tell me about the poisoning.
To start, let me tell you about the baker Perry Cottle, who is as mean as he is stupid. Mean, for he would not pay me for my work. Stupid, for he poisoned me before he could get his grubby hands on it.
Are you sure he poisoned you?
We had words. He threatened me. He carried out the threat. It seems cut and dried to me.
You know how to brew ale without barley. We know this because Perry Cottle spied you doing it.
For a great baker, he makes a piss-weak spy.
Why would you not share your work?
I'll tell you this. My husband and I ran a tavern in England. He supported my ambition. Never once was he intimidated by me. When he died, I sold up and left for the New World. I was looking for peace, opportunity, wealth. I found it all. Until the curse. Everything I have, I earned with the sweat of my brow and the brains in my head, and neither man nor God shall take it from me. Perry Cottle thinks innovation, the fruit of my labour, comes from God, to be shared by all, but especially by Perry Cottle. I am a woman of enterprise, and no one drinks for free. No payment, no deal. You don't believe me? See for yourself. You have the key. Go to the alehouse where I died.
Where is it?
Go north, across the bridge, past the fallow fields. But do be careful. I hear it's haunted by the ghost of the poor dead alewife.
What's your relation to Perry Cottle?
We traded. Pleasantries, foodstuffs. He baked a fine loaf. Mostly we shared the barley crop. I worked with him, now I hate him. When I offered him a fair deal, he threatened me.
He omitted to mention this.
Allow me a moment in which to come to terms with the news that the liar, Perry Cottle, failed to tell the truth.
We should go.
Can't get a moment's peace, can you? Even dead, there's work to be done.
Looks like Perry Cottle left some details out of his story. Let's go to the alehouse.
If I was her, I'd be angry too. He says one thing, she says the other. Hard to know for sure who's lying.
It takes two. Desperate people do desperate things.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just an idiot. Who's that?
Yes, something's here.
Lucy's alehouse, I believe.
A playground for the devil, according to some.
Folk need bread. What do you use in place of the barley? Lucy! Mistress Barrow, please, I beseech you, tell me.
No.
Folk must have bread before they have ale.
I offered you a fair deal. You're the one who turned it down.
Then you leave me no choice. I'll have the secret. I'll not let them starve when there's bread to be had.
You missed your chance. Now go away.
Not the first time we've heard of this deal.
Doesn't change the fact that Perry was furious at Lucy's refusal.
Enough to kill? Seems unlikely.
Keep looking. Well-thumbed books. Lucy Barrow's an educated herbalist.
An alewife, fierce and educated. I bet folk were intimidated. And suspicious.
We should search the mill. Lucy Barrow was quite the force of nature.
As a widowed alewife amongst witch-hunting Puritans, she'd have to be.
Exactly. Those concoctions sure are inventive.
She knows her trade.
I know brewers, and this one is talented. That's quite the sale. Good thing she had her husband's support. Unmarried alewives don't usually have it so easy. A book of poisonous plants, with a page torn out.
Let me guess. The Phytolacticandra page is missing. I might be able to help with that.
Can't shoot a lock. Not from here, anyway. And this door is locked.
Once more, healing.
Raging vandal. This can't be good.
quite.
That corpse is gonna shoot. You're within gun range, Red.
You're done.
That's almost it. I might be able to help with that. been waiting.
They're getting me now.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here? Look to me. This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough.
But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet.
Well,
I might be able to help with that. No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
Yes?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well, as though I had not died. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry, and it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way. I might be able to help with that.
You're good at that.
I know. The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick. Just how I like it.
Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what had been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Back up!
Ready and waiting.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Do you see anywhere that could help?
Keep searching here. Not quite. The pattern needs to line up.
This looks like Lami's stuff, only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Reinforcements!
Get out of there! Crows answer its call. Ready and waiting.
Enough!
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
It must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
The time has come for us to go back to New-Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New-Eden town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New-Eden town. I shall see you there.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Ah, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
As a child, I hated being alone. It left me vulnerable to a deceptive creature.
To have the gift with neither mastery nor guidance can be very dangerous.
By the time I was able to banish my supposed friend, I had come within a whisper of losing my entire family.
To vanquish such an insidious spirit alone, you were either very lucky or immensely talented.
In the void, I felt as if it were there. I felt it call to me.
Perhaps it was. But chase the fear from your heart, for you are stronger now, Antea Duarte, and you are no longer alone.
You learned magic by yourself?
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery. With that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
I like your new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
This will be useful.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine. I might be able to help with that.